Good morning from Epcot. We're here to check out all the Christmas stuff at Epcot. They have this Christmas around the world where they have different little showcases where like holiday representatives from their country will come out and tell the story of Christmas. So like for example for us in the US would be Santa Claus comes out and tells, you know, some little story. So I think it's gonna be fun. If you want to see some different holidays around the world, just stay tuned, okay? Let's go! Topiaries are adorable. So cute. Here at the cantina. They're all decorated for the holiday. Looks very nice. It is very windy today. That's pretty. First up is Norway.
But on our farms, many families, like mine, still celebrate the tradition of the two Christmas Nissen. There's Julenissen, who visits our homes on Christmas Eve to bring the children gifts, and the other is Nissen, who lives in the haylofts of our barns. It is said that this Nissa, or barn Santa, is one of many wonderful yet strange little elves who are the guardians of our farm animals and welfare. And it is said that especially at Christmas time, our family should treat these Nissa, the barn Santa, with respect, for if we don't, he has been known to cause quite a bit of mischief, in one way or another. But while I have lived on a farm my entire life, and all of my Christmases, I have never seen him. So, all the talk about this barn Santa is neither here nor there, for we all know that these mischief makers do not exist, except in stories and fairy tales. So the talk about this barn Santa is neither here nor there, for we all know that these mischief makers do not exist.
Unless they do exist, and are therefore very clever and mischievous indeed.
Where was I? Funny, I seem to have lost my train of thought.
Oh, allow me to take advantage of Sigrid's dramatic pause to properly introduce myself, the legendary Barn Santa at your service! So, I don't exist, eh? But you all see me, don't you? Oh, good. Let's have a good go-yule greeting among friends, eh? Go-yule! Oh, yes, and it would be a go-yule, except every Christmas is the same. Sigrid here doesn't see me because Sigrid doesn't believe that I exist. Even when I do this, boop, boop, she still doesn't believe. Say, you wouldn't mind if I took the liberty, used a little magic and a little mischief to help Sigrid with her story? Who knows? Maybe this year she just might believe. Boop.
Oh my. Well now, Christmas in Norway is my favorite time of year. There are festive decorations like those over there. And the smell of holiday cookies fill the homes of Norwegian families in preparation for the big day. But here's the best part. In Norway, we have a 3-day celebration.
That's right, and we like to celebrate with a party. Oh. We like to party, we like to party, we like to poop.
Woo, woo, yay! Our biggest celebration day is on Christmas Eve, in the middle of the day.
Party!
At about 12 o'clock or so, everything closes up early. The bells ring in the chapel and everyone returns home to their families. That way they can spend time together. And oh my, hello! I see that you have found my bell. Thank you. And what is your name? Isadora? Yes, well, Isadora, thank you so much. But how did you? Never mind. So, Isadora and everyone else, the farmer, might go out to their barn and give their animals the finest helping of oats and barley.
Oh, just imagine that it's Christmas Eve. Howdy, howdy, toodle-lotty-loo. The farmers bring the goodies for the animals. Go you. Oh, take it. Oh, and then they say, eat up, little piggies. In secret, what sound do the Norwegian piggies make?
Nuff, nuff.
Do it again.
Nuff, nuff.
Oh, that's right. Norwegian piggies say nuff. Let me hear your best nuff, nuff.
No, no.
All right, that's enough. Oh, it's secret. What sound do the hungry Norwegian cows make? Let me hear your best. All right? That was impressive. Secret will think that it's the farm on Christmas Eve. Let me hear my piggies and cows.
No, no.
Keep it going, keep it going.
Oh, yeah, the farm animals are very hungry and noisy, but let's talk about the birds. Birds are quiet, please. Thank you, yeah. Okay, yes, thank you. That was a good joke. So, for the birds, we have what is called the Julenek. The children of the village might go out and find the biggest piece of grain so that they can place it on top of a fruit pole. So, Isadora, you are very sneaky and such a sweet child. Can you say lump of coal? Lump of coal, yay! We might have to practice that. So, the children don't forget about the barn Santa on Christmas Eve. They leave him treats too.
That's right, they leave me treats too. Like a big steaming bowl of rice porridge. With cinnamon and sugar and a nice little pat of butter right on the top. All right, might not sound like such a treat to all of you, but believe me, when the little kiddies leave me a nice steaming bowl of rice porridge, oh, it warms you right up on a cold winter's night. It's high in fiber too.
You'll never guess what the barn Santa likes to eat. Take a guess. No. Oh. Yeah. A bowl of rice porridge and a stein of ale. But how did you? Never mind. So, back to Christmas Eve when the Norwegian family begins their celebration. It's lights out, as the entire house is illuminated with the soft glow of candlelight. And after a big feast, the entire family gets all excited, especially the kids, because they know that the Christmas tree is in the very next room. And then the moment we've all been waiting for.
Oh, this is the best part! So then the parents say, okay kids, let's go into the other room. And that's a great idea. Isadora, come here. This is going to be great. So then they open the door and, oh, there's the Christmas tree all decorated. And oh, there's gifts there for everybody. Now, let me see if I can get you a gift that you can get some here. Go ahead and ring it.
Good you! Isadora! Oh dear, okay. Yay, move on my bed. Hello. Goodbye. Exchanging gifts and singing Christmas carols around the Christmas tree until very late at night, and that is all on Christmas Eve. But even though the children open up their presents on Christmas Eve, they still get up early on Christmas Day. Some people attend church services, but then the rest of the night is spent at home quietly with the family. But we are not done yet, because the next day, the day after Christmas, December 26th, is our second Christmas Day. Yay! And this is the day for parties and visiting friends and ringing bells, but don't even think about it.
Oh, my kitties, what to do? Secret's at the end of her story. She's almost at the end of her wits, too. So, I'm going to need help from everyone here, all right? On the count of 3, I need everyone here to say boop. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Well, all right. Now, we all know about the holidays on Norway's farms, and I am sorry to burst your bubble on the whole gnome thing, but he does not exist.
The secret, they're all over there.
Not now. It's you.
It's me.
It's him.
I'm him. The Barn Santa! I hope we made a believer out of the lovely secret after all! Well, I better head back to the hayloft in preparations for the big day. But before I go, kids, friends, remember to uphold the values of Christmas and to keep them in your heart throughout the year.
Well, let's show them how with a song.
Yeah. Howdy, howdy, toodle-loddy-loo. A Merry Christmas Eve, and it's good for me and you. Good
These fun, like, snowflake bushes. Never seen anything like it. Oh, they have lights in them too, or it's like fiber optic lights in it. Cool. I love they gave these topiary Mickey ears. So cute. Next up in about 10 minutes is Italy. If you want to read that, pause the screen. I'm really looking forward to seeing La Bafana. Is that how you say it? A good-natured witch? A Christmas witch? I have never heard of such a thing. I can already tell you we are not going to get through all of them today, so I'll just have to keep coming back to Epcot. Bummer.
Buongiorno. I come to tell you a story, huh? Oh, yes.
We come to listen.
A story I have for you. My name is La Befana, and I am a witch. But I am a good witch, see? My name, La Befana, means gift giver. I am the gift giver in my country, in Italy. So, if you have been good little girls and good little boys, I bring to you gifts and goodies and sweets. But if you have been maybe not so good, huh? What do you think I bring to you then? Oh, she knows. Oh, so young to know such things. I keep an eye on you. Now, in your country, you have a different gift giver. See? Who is it brings to you the gifts at Christmas? Huh? Santa Claus, see? I tell you, La Befana had been bringing gifts down the chimney to the bambini since before Saint Nick was even a twinkle in his mama's eye. Now, Santa Claus, what does he fly on? Huh?
A sleigh.
The sleigh, see? And who pulled the sleigh for Santa, huh?
Reindeer.
The reindeer, see? Poor old La Befana, she does not have a sleigh, and she does not have reindeer, so what do you suppose La Befana flies on?
A broom.
The broom, see, because I am a witch. Ah, do I scare you? No. What about getting only socks and underwear for Christmas? That is scary. Now, Santa Claus, when does he come to visit, huh? When does he bring me the presents? The Christmas Eve, see. Do you know when La Befana come to visit? See, bene, I visit on January the 5th, the eve of the Epiphany. Ah, and do you know why this is? Everybody, say to me now, why La Befana?
Why, La Befana?
I am so glad you asked. I tell you now, this is my story. Once upon a time, more than 2,000 years ago, I lived in a lonely cottage by the side of a great highway on which many caravans of camels passed all the time. And a group of strange men come up to me. Oh, they are very exotic from faraway land, and oh, they are dressed very rich like kings, and they speak to little old me, to La Befana. Well, you can imagine the words they use. They are funny words that La Befana does not know. But one word I do remember is Bethlehem. Do you know this word, Bethlehem? See, it is good to know the Bethlehem now after all the stories. But back then, I did not know what Bethlehem was. They tell me the big star in the sky is to tell of a great king who has been born in the Bethlehem. And they have been following his star. Now I understand. La Befana, she has seen the star. It is why the sky is so bright this past few nights. Huh? To tell you the truth, it was beginning to irritate me a little. It was keeping me awake at night. But I am so caught up in the story of finding the baby king that the strangers asked me to come along. For a moment, I am filled with such a longing to follow the star. Then I think, what? You bats, La Befana, you crazy, huh? Stars and camels and strange men in the middle of the night is not such a good idea, huh? So, I say to the strangers, no, I am sorry, La Befana, she cannot come with you. And so the strangers go to the Bethlehem without me. But I stand outside in the night a while and I look at the star and I wonder. A few days later, a little shepherd boy comes running into my village and he says to me, "Hey, La Bafana, how come you not go to the Bethlehem, huh? Everybody is talking about the baby king that was born in a poor little stable, but everybody says he is the son of God." Just then, the sky opens up, such a beautiful light, La Befana cannot even look at it. It is as if the star of the baby king had just burst into glory. And the sound of the angels singing, so many, many angels singing. It is like nothing I have ever heard before. And then I know, I must go to the Bethlehem. Oh, I am so excited. I run inside to find a gift for the special bambino. I had seen the gifts of the kings. They were very fine. I do not want to go empty-handed. So I look and I search, but all I can find is a little doll made from a scrap of wool. But it is better than nothing, I think, huh? No, I am so excited. I will go to the Bethlehem. I will find the baby king. And I ran outside to follow the star and it is gone. The beautiful star, she is gone. La Befana had waited too long. And now I cannot find the Christ child. So, for 2,000 years, I am searching for the Jesu Bambino, the Christ child. And on the eve of the Epiphany, that day when the wise men arrive in the Bethlehem, I climb down the chimney and I look into the faces of the bambini and I say, "Oh, what if it is you, huh? What if you are the Christ child?" And you know, when they are sleeping, you think it could be so. And just in case I have looked into the face of the Jesu Bambino himself, I leave a gift for every child. So, you maybe think this is a sad story, huh? No, not so. Really, in my country, in Italy, Christmas is a time of great celebration. It is a time to gather the family together, huh? The grandmothers and the grandfathers, the aunts and the uncles, and all of the cousins, eh? Oh, and we cook, see, we eat and we laugh and we tell each other stories around the table, and all the bambini, they play with the gifts and the goodies that I bring. And we sing, oh, we dance, it is molto bello. You know what I am saying, yes? See? So I leave you now with what we say in Italia. We say, Pasqua con che vuoi, Natale con I tuoi. And this means Easter, you celebrate with whomever you like, huh? But Christmas, only with your own. So I leave you now and I say to you all, Buon Natale! Buon Natale! Merry Christmas, everybody! Grazie! Grazie!
Having to hustle to get over to France in like 4 minutes, so. Whew. Also, please excuse anytime I show myself. My hair is just, it's doing its own thing today with this wind, man. He started without us.
I look forward to La Vieille du Petit Jésus and a visit from you. And of course she does. It's her about this. Oh, the Francois. He does not believe in Christmas. He does not believe in Pere Noel. Alors, with Christmas still several days away, Uncle Louis secretly decorated the tree, and Francois Babette to set up the crèche. You know this word? Crèche? The nativity scene. One of the most important symbols of Christmas to the French, even though it was invented by an Italian. Mary and Joseph, the wise man, the little drummer boy. Well, Babette comes from in Provence. The statues one makes for the nativity also include people from your village. The baker, the priest, little figures made out of clay called centons. That means little saints. And Babette's wish for Christmas last year was that she would get another centon to put into the nativity scene. Who likes to eat at Christmas time, huh?
Me.
Who likes to eat all the time, yeah? Well, the French are not different. Last year, having papa, she had roast goose, pâté, et fromage. It sounds very fancy, no? It means cheese. Dessert. Say, I pushed the Noel, a cake shaped like a Yule log. Even François likes that one. Then Babette was a little Satan as he made Jésus into the fire. Et enfin, the last she does before she goes to bed is to set out her shoes for me to fill with treats and goodies. Last year, Babette was a little, how you say, devilish. This is the shoe I find. There's a fireplace with a name on it. Christmas Day. Babette, she jumps off the bed. She rubs her eyes. She wakes up Mr. Francois to go with her to see what I have put under the tree. Oh, Francois, he takes his time. He does not believe in Christmas. Sweet little Babette herself. She concludes her letter. So you can see, I think Christmas is a very magical day. All I wish is a Christmas tree, Satan, and you, Pere Noel. Love, Babette. It is very sweet, no? And that, mes amis, that is a small taste of a French Christmas, seen through the eyes of a delightful little child. A sneaky one, but a delightful one, less. I have just received a letter from, can you guess who? Oui, Monsieur Francois. He emailed me this morning. I think he believes in the Pere Noel. Just a little bit too, right? And what of you? Do you believe in Pere Noel?
Yes.
Do you believe in Christmas?
Yes.
Très bien. Then say with me, Merry Christmas in the language of my country. It is Joyeux Noel. Oh, Joyeux Noel. Yeah, merci. You said to Pere Noel ears. Et Joyeux Noel, everyone.
Joyeux Noel.
Oh, merci.
I got my picture with him. I'll insert it right after this, but it was funny because there was little kids all before me, and I said, okay, my turn. I said, I'm a big kid. And so he put his arm out for me to grab. Then he goes, he goes, I am French after all. Anyway, I thought that was so funny. It was super creepy and made my day all at the same time. I'll insert my picture here. Belle was so much prettier than I am, but I'll insert a picture of us here. So ornament displays over in France are pretty cute. The Eiffel Tower. I'm not going to try and pronounce that because I know I will butcher it. Ooh, look at all them sweets. And I feel bad because I totally lied to Belle. She looked at my shirt and said, you must be a reader too. And I said, yeah, I am. She goes, what do you like to read? I said, fiction. And she goes, oh, I bet you have a big library. And I said, of course I do. And she goes, could I come over and see it sometime? I said, of course. So I felt bad because I lied to Belle. I don't read. I watch movies. Bad me. the video off in America because well, I have so much content already, and every country has their own little storytelling, and I want to be able to see everything in the video and showcase everything in their story. So I have to come another time so I can see all the other different, oh, there's Santa. Sorry, so I can see all the other different countries, because this is really interesting. But last up, we're going to America. Going on tonight is the candlelight processional here, where they have all the concerts, and it's too dark, you can't see from all the way up here. But they're all ready, and John Stamos will be here tonight. This tree is mighty impressive. Change of plans. We're gonna go try to go see Father Christmas in New England, because in America it's just a meet and greet with Santa and Mrs. Claus. So no story there. John Stamos. The first Christmas card was in the United Kingdom? I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
64! Hear ye! Come, gather round! For sail to, and God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year. Greetings. I am Father Christmas, and I welcome you all to the United Kingdom. Now, we gather today to toll the devil's knell, one stroke of the bell, for every year since the birth of Christ. Now let's see, where was I? Yes, 65, 66, 67. You know, come to think of it, can any of you tell me what year this is? Yes, my dear. 2018, thank you very much, my dear. Wait, 2018? Really? Oh dear. Well, let's see, 2018 minus 67, that's, carry one. Wait, you mean I need to ring this bell 1,951 more times? 68! 69! 70, you know what, let's do this a bit later, I think. I am indeed Father Christmas, and I have been around for many years bringing holiday joy to good boys and girls throughout the land. Oh, I have received letters from many of you, yes, well, from people just like you, my dear, and you, my dear, and you, sir, are really expecting an awful lot this year. No, that's all right, I applaud your optimism. Now, let's see, where was I? Oh, yes, now that Christmas carol that I was just singing, like so many Christmas traditions, originated right here in the United Kingdom. In fact, it is not at all uncommon to see a group of carolers, very much like yourselves, standing on a street corner, very much like this one, singing all the songs of the season. Oh, and you know what? That gives me a magnificent idea. Well, my dear, you were so helpful before. What is your name? Riley. How lovely, Riley. Would you be so kind as to come give me some assistance? Let's give her a nice round of applause, shall we? What I have for you here are jingle bells. I'm going to hand these to you. Now, Riley, when I point at you and say jingle bells, I want you to shake them vigorously, all right? Let's give it a try. Jingle bells. Just like that. It's really rather simple, isn't it? Now, as I was saying, the tradition of the Christmas carol goes back many... Jingle bells. Oh, careful. I almost got you off guard there, so you have to watch me closely, all right? Now, the tradition of the jingle bells. Ah, she's on it. Well done, my dear. And so, my friends, won't you join Riley and I as we sing that traditional Welsh Christmas carol called...
Jingle bells.
Deck the halls, actually.
Oh.
I said a traditional Welsh Christmas carol, you see, and well, Jingle Bells isn't even from the United Kingdom. It's from New Jersey! Or someplace like that, anyway. So I shall point to you on the fa-la-la Deck the halls, and that's when you ring the bells, all right? Riley, are you ready? My friends, are we ready?
Yeah.
Oh, come people, it's not that hot out. Are we ready?
Woo-hoo!
Wonderful! A one and a two, now here's your cue, and deck the halls with boughs of holly. Fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la.
Don we now a gay apparel.
Fa la 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 la.
Troll the ancient
all right, big finish now. Fa la 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 la. Yes! here. And before you go, I have something for you. Let's see, it's, Now, Riley, this is no ordinary bell. Oh, no. This is a magical Christmas bell. And I'll tell you how it works. What you do is you take it, and then, on Christmas morning, when all of your household is fast asleep, you creep into your mother's bedroom, hold that bell above her head, and then shake it just as hard as you can. And you know what will happen then? She'll wake up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and she'll magically be cheerful all day long. But Riley, remember, the power of that bell will only work on Christmas morning, all right? In fact, any other morning it will have the opposite effect. So, yeah, all right? Well, I'd say all that bell ringing ought to knock a couple of 100 years off of our devil's knell, eh, what? Oh, I do so love the sound of carolers singing in the streets. It reminds me of a picture print, from Courier and Ives. Or better yet, a scene from a Christmas card. Now there's a tradition that really caught on. But did you all know the very first Christmas card was sent in England, back in 1843? That single card caught the attention of an English gift book company. And they had 1,000 lithographed copies made, which they sold for $1 apiece. And the rest, as they say, is history. Hang on a tick, I seem to be receiving an odd signal from somewhere. Oh, hello. Excuse me, sir. Yes, sir. I know what you're thinking. No, really, I do. Father Christmas. This fine gentleman here is thinking, enough with all of this boring talk of Christmas carols and Christmas cards. Let's get to the good stuff. Let's talk about the mistletoe. All right, sir? Ah, yes, indeed. Oh, there's one in every crowd. Well, I tell you what, my friend, I don't blame you one bit. For the hanging of the mistletoe is indeed one of our oldest, and I dare say most popular Christmas traditions. It dates back to the ancient days of the Druids, when they would celebrate the winter solstice. And every time that a kiss was claimed underneath the bough, and preserved for all posterity, no less.
Absolutely.
Every time that a kiss was claimed underneath the bough, the young man would pluck off a berry until there were no more berries left. So, my friends, this holiday season, here's wishing you all a mistletoe bough with many berries indeed. You see, there are so many wonderful holiday customs and traditions that come from the countries of the United Kingdom. They come from England, from Northern Ireland, from Scotland, from Wales. They all have their own unique customs that make these holidays a special time. Well, just as Charles Dickens, in his writings, shared the romance of a perfect Victorian Christmas, so too has the United Kingdom taken all of its holiday customs and traditions and shared them with the rest of the world. You know, perhaps that immortal bard, William Shakespeare, was the one who said it best. Ever against that season comes wherein our Saviour's birth is celebrated, no spirit dare stir abroad. The nights are wholesome. Then no planet strikes, no fairy takes, nor witch hath power to charm. So hallowed and so gracious is that time. And so, my friends, from all of the towns and villages here in merry old England, well, here's wishing you all a hallowed and a gracious Christmas. I believe perchance we have time for maybe one more song, so I do hope you'll all join me, won't you?
Of course.
We
Wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
and a
Happy New Year.
Happy holidays to you all!
got a picture with him too, and he just asked me if I've been a good girl this year, so no growling. That Santa was good and he wasn't creepy. I got Santa and Mrs. Claus behind me. Can't really see him. But this was a fun time at Epcot. I definitely have to come back and see everything else, because again, every single country has their own storytelling. So it was a lot of fun. I want to stay for the candlelight processional so I can see John Stamos, but I don't know. I gotta let Bella out. She's gotta go to the bathroom. I don't want to make her wait too long, and it doesn't start until 5, and it's only 2:12 right now. So I might have to wait until next time. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up so I know if I should come back and check out all the other countries and their storytelling for the holidays. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so down below. And until next time with another helping of a burger with everything. Santa!